Let me share something with you guys. I don't know who needs to hear this, but it is powerful. Anything you name, you begin to claim authority over. This may sound very simple. Trust me, it is one of the deepest truths about how the human mind and life itself work. You see, when you give something a name, you define it. And when you define it, you begin to understand it. And when you understand it, of course, you gain the ability to influence it. That's why words matter. Many people are living under the control of things they have already named incorrectly. They call temporary situations permanent problems. They call learning seasons failure. They call challenges impossibilities. But the moment you begin to name things correctly, your relationship with them begins to change. Let me explain it this way. In life, there are moments when situations look bigger than us, when fear tries to convince us that we are powerless. Pressure tries to make us feel small, but the moment you stand up and clearly define what you're facing, something powerful inside you happens. Confusion begins to disappear. And when confusion disappears, of course, what do you expect? Courage begins to rise. This is why strong people learn to name things with wisdom. They do not call every delay a disaster. They do not call every mistake a failure. They do not call every obstacle the end of the road. Instead, they say things like, this is a learning season. This is a temporary challenge. This is something I can overcome. This is an opportunity to grow. And suddenly, the same situation that looked like a mountain becomes something they can climb. What you call a thing determines how much power it has over you. Think about a child learning to walk. The child falls many times, but the child never calls falling a failure. The child simply calls it trying again. That is why the child will eventually walk. Now imagine if that child calls the first fall impossible. That child will never walk again. He will never stand again. In the same way, many adults stop themselves, not because life defeated them, but because they gave the wrong name to a moment. A delay became defeat. A mistake became shame. A challenge became impossibility. But wisdom teaches us something different. If you can name a challenge with clarity, you face it with courage. Look at great achievers across every field. One thing they have in common is that they refuse to give problems the final name. A rejection becomes redirection. A setback becomes preparation. A loss becomes a lesson. And over time, those small shifts in language create extraordinary outcomes. So be careful what you name. Do not call yourself weak when you're still growing. Do not call your season hopeless when it is only temporary. Do not call your future impossible when you have not reached it. Because every time you speak, you are shaping the way your mind approaches life. And here is a powerful truth worth remembering. When you name something with wisdom, you stop being afraid of it and start gaining dominion over it. Speak carefully, speak wisely, name things wisely, define wisely, name things with courage. Because the moment you begin to name your challenges correctly is often the moment you begin to rise above them. Take control. Be careful what you name every challenges.